We don't need education in America. It's done. We're through with it. We have moved on to a post-education society. You know, this is the greatest thing that I have ever heard of. Now kids can have unlimited recess, ice cream for every meal, and all the fun that they've ever wanted. Imagine if that's what would happen if you get rid of the Department of Education. I think the Department of Education going away, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know what it did before this. I just thought it managed the schools, but it doesn't even fully does that. What it does is it keeps track of the student loan information, and what else does it do? You see, the fact that I can't even remember, and I even researched it before, it just collects a lot. It also accredits universities. So random stuff. I'm not saying that I support the president trying to dismantle the Department of Education. I'm not saying that that's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I do think it is very interesting though that do we need less education? Is that what's going on? We need less education in America? I think the thing that really interested me about this is that Donald Trump's executive order, while it attempts to dismantle it, you still have to deal with the $1.6 trillion of student loans. Of course, when it comes to debt and money, that's when the Constitution matters. The Constitution matters when there's money involved. But if there's no money involved, USAID, laying off people, bye. That's what I'm getting at from all of this. I think that the fact that all these things are happening here's what I think is going on. And maybe I shouldn't say my opinion. Maybe I should just be some neutral party and just say random, like everything's awesome, everything's great, everything's on fire, you know, just pack your bags, go to Canada. Oh wait, you can't go to Canada, go to Mexico. Oh, you can't go to just pack your bags and go somewhere. When I look at all these things, when I look at all these executive orders, I think what the president is trying to do is just something. I think he's just trying to do something. Now, whether or not it's successful or good or beneficial, that's up to you. But I think he's just trying to do something to show people that, hey, I'm doing all these executive orders. What are you talking about? Because I think a big criticism of Biden is that he was doing nothing. He was doing nothing for the inflation, the way he handled Afghanistan, the way he tried to his public appearance wasn't the best because he was an old man, even though Trump is also 78. So we just got boomers running the country. That's the whole point of America, is that boomers run this country. Do we really need an Department of Education? Obviously, there had to be a reason it was created. I think what's going to happen is now more federalism, which is what's always been happening. The states have always decided what the schools were. I think my main concern is really student loans. As somebody who has a lot of student loans, this kind of throws things up in the air. Am I finally forgiven? Is my debt paid off? Am I free? Am I free to now live my life and not have to work because those $1.6 trillion are gone? No, like I said, the Constitution matters when money is involved. I think that what's going on, you can't really predict. It's kind of erratic, all over the place, whether you like it, whether you don't. Egg prices are still high, even though your boy doesn't eat eggs, because it's just not a part of my diet. Just blueberry muffins from Trader Joe's. Let's go, baby. And when I read this headline, I was initially confused because I thought Congress was the one that had this power. I think this is the thing that really confuses me about all that's going on is what's the role of the president? What's the role of the Congress? What's the role of the judiciary? I can't say that word. Because if Congress can create something and the president can just get rid of it, are we gonna get rid of defense? Are we gonna get rid of social security? Are we gonna get rid of agriculture? We don't need food anymore. We'll turn this place to Africa real quick. I think that when these things happen, I start thinking, okay, what's the next step? What's the next step? Because I think with all he's like boom, ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Like with all these things, these rapid fire, you don't have time to react. It's like, oh man, this is bad. Oh man, tariffs are back. Oh man, tariffs are off. Oh, this is happening. That's happening. This happening. That happened. And maybe that's on purpose. Maybe it's not. You see, this stuff is so random. I can't even tell if this is just erratic or strategic because we're also in this time where worldwide a lot of things are happening. Whatever is going on in Israel, Palestine, whatever is going on in Ukraine and Russia, God knows what's happening in China, who knows what's going on in Argentina. So there's a lot of things going on, And I think maybe this is why also I'm kind of a bit of a media critic, because I'm gonna make a confession to you right now. I watch Fox News. I watch Fox News. I'm so sorry. Yes, I watch them. And I'm gonna make another confession to you right now. I watch CNN. Yes, I watch CNN too. And the more I watch both, the more I realize that they're just entertainment. I actually don't walk away watching both news sources feeling well informed. I walk away feeling so confused. I felt like I just watched like some WWE wrestling match where, you know, John Cena, you can't see me. That's what it feels like when I turn on this 24-hour news cycle. And I think with this, like with them dismantling the Department of Education, I try to look for the facts, because whether it's good, bad, whatever, because as somebody who not only is a student loan holder, I also just want to be an informed citizen. So when midterms come around next year, even though your boy's got some Dallas elections in 6 weeks, early voting starts April 22nd. So I don't even know if I'm going to vote for Gay Donald Harris, I think that's her name, or Diane Benjamin for city council. But that's just neither here nor there. Him dismantling the Department of Education kind of, you see, it kind of, I think what he's trying to do, he's trying to push a boundary. And as he pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes, I think we're gonna start to see what is the limit. At what point does he, you know, cross the Rubicon and we're in no man's land where he can kind of do whatever he wants? Because with tariffs and with these executive order, that's kind of all he really has in his pocket. He doesn't have anything more. Anything, he can't add an amendment to the Constitution. He can yell at Congress. And I think another thing that's very interesting is Congress's silence. The fact that Congress is silent about this also is kind of interesting. It's kind of like a soft pass where, okay, you can do all these things, you're not really going by us, but we're not really going to challenge you, whatever. And I think this is where the judiciary comes into play, because now people are saying, okay, what are the courts saying? Is this legal? Is it not? And I want you to walk away from this video just to say that we're gonna keep saying some things that are confusing, some things that are entertaining. At the end of the day, this is some kind of Keeping Up with the Kardashian episodes, just applied in Washington, D.C. instead of Calabasas, California. And we'll see what happens, because it's one of them ones where you just have to keep trying and see what happens next, because you just don't know with this guy. You don't know what's gonna happen next, and whether that's the beauty or the fear of it, that's entirely up to you. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. We'll be back on Monday. My socials will be linked down below. And at the end of this video, thank you so much for watching.